everybody. Welcome back to Grandma's Corner, where awesome, cheap videos are made just for you. Today, we are going to make soft pretzels. Oh my gosh, are you so excited? I am totally. This is a recipe I have used for years, and it is foolproof. So remember, because we are cooking, make sure that you have your hands washed. Remember the birthday song you sing 2 times? Well, go ahead and make sure that you do that now so you come to the table with nice clean hands. Also, for those of you who have long hair, make sure that you put that back up in a ponytail or a braid. Remember that video on braiding? And that way we are not going to have any loose hairs in any of our food. All right, let's get started. So these are all of our ingredients that we are going to have in this wonderful recipe. We are going to have 1.5 cups of warm water. To that, we are going to add a packet of yeast. That packet, which is the same as 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, will be the same amount. Well, there's that dog again. He just loves to get his 2 cents in. When you add those two together, let it sit for a little bit. You should see some bubbles rising. That means your yeast has come alive. To that, we are going to add 1 tablespoon. Remember, this is the largest of the spoons that we use for measuring. 1 tablespoon of sugar. That's what we have in this container. Then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. Then you're going to mix that all together after those bubbles rise up. And then you're going to add it to all of your flour. 4 cups of flour. That's a lot of flour. I hope you're going to be hungry because this is going to make a lot of pretzels. Bring your friends over. What I do is I make a half batch because this is too much for me. But a half batch is perfect. So just take everything there and cut it in half. The other thing that I like to use, and here is the cup measurement, by the way, for the 4 cups of flour. Oh yeah, here's your salt. Can't forget that. I like to put parchment paper on top of my cookie sheet. I have found for years I've been scrubbing cookie sheets, and putting parchment paper on top of the cookie sheet keeps you from having to scrub. So it's easy peasy. So that is a wonderful trick that I finally learned after so many years. Tablespoon, teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon. And these you'll use if you decide to do a half batch. All right, I already went ahead and I made the dough. I put all the ingredients together, and now I just want to show you how to knead the dough. It's important that you knead it because not knead it like I want it, but knead, K-N-E-A-D, as in squishing together. This is what kneading is. This is what activates the yeast and gets all of your ingredients together. And so you are going to have a nice, pliable ball of dough. Isn't that lovely? This is so much fun to play with. All right, now you get to be creative. I'm going to take a ball of this dough, and I am going to simply roll it. Now, if you find that your surface is getting sticky, you can put a little bit of flour on here, and that'll prevent that from sticking onto your cutting board or your countertop like I have here, or wherever you're doing this. Just don't do it on the floor. All right, I'm making a snake. And with my snake, I'm going to turn this into a shape. And I'm going to see if you can recognize that shape. Oh, not a very good one, but I'm trying to get it going here. All right, does that look like a pretzel? I went ahead and I made up a batch already, so I can show you what the end result is. And voila, here is that pretzel. I also created a heart. Aww. What letter is this? That's right, it's a G for Grandma's Corner. And you know who likes to chime in every so often? That would be Jagger. So that's why I made a J for Jagger. You're going to bake your pretzels at 425 degrees for about 15 minutes. Make sure that you take the egg that you beat up and you slather it over the top. That's what gives you the shiny crust. And then you can sprinkle some salt on there. You know what you do after that? Then you invite your friends over and you say, come on down, let's have pretzels. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Bon appetit.